What we're looking at right here is number 4 cylinder. The rings broke on the piston, scarred the liner, was drinking oil, all due to a injector failing is what we believe the problem is, because it was misfiring and then it starts drinking oil. Limped it back home, found a scarred liner, obviously broken piston rings. So we're doing a complete in-frame right now of the truck. Now let's go talk about the red truck. I was gonna walk around and talk about that a little bit, but it's very windy out today, so it was messing everything up. I got the frame painted. I gotta do a little bit of touch up here and there, clean up a few things. We got a lot of stuff to put back on the truck. Right now, I'm getting the hood sanded out, and I'd like to get the hood painted within the next couple days, or maybe even today. We'll see where this video takes me. I've been super busy with that truck, but while that one was here, I was supposed to have a fairly easy couple weeks to get it done. And then, believe it or not, since the last video I made where we were working on the blue trailer, before I got that thing finished up, we had our first engine go down in one of our trucks. And then we had a second engine go down. And now this is the third one. So I've been busy rebuilding 3 engines while trying to get that all done. So I haven't got any videos of me doing any work on it or any of the other work, because it's been crazy around here. But now I'm waiting on our rebuild kit for this so I can focus back on the hood, and I think we'll put it in the booth right now and sand it out and get it ready to paint. Maybe get it painted in this video. What do you guys think about that? I think that's a good plan. All right, we got the first coat on. Everything's looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and put 1.5 more coats of red on here, and then I'm gonna hit it with clear coat and take some beauty shots after that. All right, I think this is gonna turn out really good. Hopefully I don't get any runs on any of the hucks. That's always a big possibility when you're painting over small rounded things like tons of little hucks all over trucks, but I have a good feeling about it today. So let's get back to painting, clear coat, and hopefully some really pretty beauty shots. Well guys, today is my 28th birthday. Happy birthday to me. And all I can think about is how excited I am to maybe get this engine back together today and have it running so I can take tomorrow off and possibly get a root canal or something, because my tooth has been killing me. And I guess that's what you do when you get to my age. I don't know. Priorities. First, we're gonna get this engine running. All right, while we let that clear coat dry a little bit, I thought I'd show you guys the engine. I didn't have any kind of video or anything really, but it's back together. It needs a good paint job on it. But honestly, honestly, it came out pretty good after I degreased it. So let's go ahead and give it a start, see how it sounds. Better make sure it's out of gear. That'd be bad, huh? Let's go take a look at this. And if anybody wonders why my shop floor is flooded or my paint booth floor is flooded, we do a lot of sandblasting before we paint, so there's always dust and stuff that gets in here. So if you wet everything down, it kind of helps keep it all settled down. Anyways, here it is. There's some of the dust I'm talking about. Good grief. Well, that's nothing. That'll come out easy. Okay guys, so we got the cab completely sanded out, wiped down, it is prepped, it is ready to paint. I actually have the sealer mixed up, it's sitting on my table. I'm gonna go over it one more time, make sure I didn't miss anything. Then I'm gonna go ahead and paint the whole thing and hopefully it turns out good. I put a lot of work into this thing. I've been doing like sanding on this for like the last 2 days because a lot of people don't want to deal with it when the clear coat's peeling off literally everywhere. And one of the hardest parts is making sure it's all feathered in properly while sanding and prepping it, so you don't end up with waves and ripples everywhere. So there's been a lot of work and attention to detail on this. So we're gonna go ahead and paint it right now. And now it's painted. I put the last coat of clear on, went home, ate dinner, took a shower. Now I'm gonna peel off the tape and plastic because, pro tip, it's a lot easier when the paint is somewhat soft. If I let it cure overnight, your tape will end up half the time ripping and breaking because of the hard paint on it, and it makes it a lot harder. Right now, it'll all just peel off really easy. You just don't want the tape to accidentally flip over onto the paint because then all of a sudden it'll stick to it and you'll ruin your paint job. So, let me get this tape peeled off and we'll get some beauty shots. Okay, I'm not gonna make you guys watch me untape this entire thing, but I think this turned out really good. Probably gonna untape the rest of this off camera. But for those of you who are wondering why I left the windshields in, well, they're new and they just put those chrome rings around it. So it was one of those things I was like, 90% of the time I kick out the windows, but since this is going back to a factory red color, even if you ever change the windshields out in the future and a little bit of the old paint shows, it's not gonna hurt anything. One thing I probably should have did before I paint it is hang the mirrors and re-drill the new holes for the door mount mirror brackets, but it's not really that big of a deal. I know where to drill them. It'll be super easy. It's getting new door latches. The rubber around here, I use that hard back tape that pulls the rubber back so you can get some paint in behind there. Yeah, other than that, I think I took off pretty much everything I normally like to take off to paint a truck, minus the windshields. But like I said, same color, so it's all good. It's not gonna hurt anything. And then they just had these lights across the back installed and they were hucked in, and they had some custom upholstery put in the truck. So I really didn't want to dig into getting that out and then cutting all the hucks for those lights. So I did the best I could. I taped around them nicely. I don't know why I have to explain myself, but I know somebody in the comments is gonna point that out if I don't explain why I did what I did. Now, if we were going from red to, let's say, black, yeah, everything would be coming off. I mean, everything. If I'm gonna do a color change, I'll even remove this rubber molding around the door. But since we're not changing color, it's all good. We were told that we don't even have to take the cab lights off the roof. We could just tape around them, but that's going a little too far for me. I took them all off. I just feel like that's something that it's easy enough. But then again, it's not, because half the inserts spun out and I had to redo a bunch of inserts on the roof for the screws to go into. And now I got to rewire them too, because somebody cut them really short and put heat shrink butt connectors on them. So I did give myself a little bit of extra work there, but at least I'll have this peace of mind knowing that that was done right. Anyways, I'm gonna get the rest of this truck untaped. I think that's gonna be the end for this video, and the next video will be installing the hood, the new headlights, side skirts, bumper, putting the rest of this truck back together. So catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching this video. Like, subscribe, do all that kind of fun stuff. You get to watch me untape one more thing. Ooh. That's nice.